The first time I got invited to speak at the tech conference, my first reaction wasn't excitement. I was scared. And it wasn't the fear of the crowd or the fear of forgetting my slide. It was this sinking fear that someone somewhere in the audience might just realize or might just think I wasn't as smart as I seem online. The crazy part of this thing is I've already built awesome products, led teams, mentored other developers. Yet, in that moment, none of it felt enough. I still felt like a fraud who has somehow tricked everyone into believing I knew what I was doing. You see that thing right there? It's imposter syndrome. And if you have ever felt like that, like you're faking it, like you don't deserve your wins, or you are just getting all these things by luck, you're not alone. Especially in tech, this feeling shows up more often than we admit. There is always a new tool, a new developer, or somebody on Twitter building something mind-blowing. It is easy to look around and you are wondering, how did I even get into this field in the first place? I once watched a video of Bovi where one of the top Nigerian comedians, and he said something that stuck with me. He shared that every time he writes a joke, he sends it to another comedian, I think Odogu, for feedback. And that shocked me. Like, Bovi still checking with someone else before putting out his work. And that reminded me that even the best of us sometimes, we need that thing called reassurance. And think about Funke Akindele. Our films are blockbusters. Our shows are iconic. Yet, I'm sure before dropping something new, there's a voice in her head saying, what if people don't like this one? You see that doubt? It never really leaves. For a lot of us, part of the issues is that we don't have that stamp of approval. A doctor goes to school to get certified and everybody knows they are qualified. But many of us just pick up this laptop one day and we started learning online. That lack of formal validation, it creates what we call space for imposter syndrome to grow. It is why one negative comment can stick longer than 10 compliments. It is why we hesitate to share our project or overthink simple things like just pushing a feature or writing a caption. And if you have not pushed that thing you've done, push it now. And you see social media, it can make it seems like everybody is winning and you're just trying to get your own code to run. But here's the truth. You're not alone. Imposter syndrome might not completely disappear, but I found a way to manage it. I document what I learn. That reminds me that I'm growing. I talk to other devs and I build regularly because working on something, no matter how small, builds confidence. And I protect that dearly. So you don't need anybody's permission to be here. You don't need a certification to prove your worth. You belong because you show up. You learn, you build, and you try again. So if you're feeling like a fraud, like you're just lucky to be here, just take a breath. Confidence is not a gift. It is an habit. Built slowly, one bug, one project, and one commit at a time. So if this sparks something in you, share it with somebody. Leave a comment. Let's talk about this more because you see, imposter syndromes only win when we suffer in silence.